Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the MLG World Finals live here from New Orleans. Benson on the analysis desk, joined by TP once again, and we've got Jack, aka Courage, joining us as well. How are you doing so far, Jack?
I'm good. I've been casting Bravo so far all day, and it's been 3 3-0s. Got to learn some things from it though. Like they weren't just easy 3-0s for a lot of the games. Okay, Envy versus Citadel, it's a pretty easy 3-0.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
How did the Australians play? Was it kind of cut champs Australia, or was it just like no?
It was Envy dominated from start to finish. They outslayed them by almost 50 kills in the Hardpoint.
Oh wow!
20 kills in the S&D.
Oh
they won that one 6-2, and then I think the final game.
That's the polite way of saying what's going through my mind.
It was just a stomp through and through.
Yep.
Rough to see, but hopefully Citadel can bounce back in their next match.
Okay. 80 boosters. Gotta love it.
Well, moving on to the next game is something that a lot of us have kind of explained or described as game of the day, I think is fair to say. Epsilon Esports going up against Epsilon.
For sure.
Yeah.
Super excited for this one. We get to, first of all, see the Epsilon team change. Was it a good idea? Was it beneficial?
Who's the better fourth?
Like, yeah, exactly. Who is the better fourth? That to me is something I'm
It's not
really
really
excited
right
about.
to put it like that, but in a sense,
Hey,
you can kind
it
of gauge
is.
how each team was playing for the past couple of months, and then they completely wipe a player out and plug another one back in.
Very
to see
strange.
which one is going to perform better, because, I mean, you have to say, both of these teams were pretty even when they did make their team change. You know, Denial had more success for most of the game, I would say, but Epsilon, the past couple events, have made some noise.
Very good.
Oh, absolutely.
I think you look at Royalty being, a lot of people looked at his stats and said, oh, he's not consistent. The guy goes negative. But he was an explosive player. He was an explosive player who could make a play.
He was a tornado.
Right. He
literally.
He clutched 1v3s in such a story. The guy can clutch. Now, though, you kind of replace it with 3/4 of the old TR team, Jack.
Well,
to me, that gets me super excited.
When I look at this team, I think, is this 3/4 of TR with Parasite filling in for Facento, or is this Epsilon with Aqua filling in for Royalty?
Right.
I don't know. I'm kind of wondering how it's going to wind up working
Identity
out.
crisis.
Exactly. And this was Parasite's plan right after Season 3 playoffs. He wanted to have 3/4 of TR. He said, you know what, I think I can fill the role that Facento did for this team, but, well, do it even better. We'll see if it winds up paying off. I got to watch Denial earlier take down Rise 3-0. And man, Classic looks really good fitting in with this squad. One thing
I heard
that
that uplink was crazy.
Well, it was a great game, but also their hardpoint, which a lot of people said Denial always outslayed, but then the games were close for some reason. It was close at the half, and then Denial realized, all right, we need to start holding down these spawns better, and then the score just shot up in their favor. They dominated the second half of the hardpoint and ran away with the series from there.
Oh, okay, interesting. I'm excited to see Denial play, but more excited as well to see Epsilon. I want to see, man, is it going to be that 3/4 of TR that we really, really want to see? Looking at some of the maps these guys are going to be playing, TP, I believe it starts off with a Hardpoint Drift, that DLC that was kind of something that TR were renowned for, just being very good at adapting, very good at learning, and very, very fast as well. Really quick, guys. Jack, predictions for this game, number 1.
I think Denial's going to take it by a very close game, final hardpoint.
Overall series, Denial?
Yeah, Denial.
Teep?
I think Denial's going to take this first hard point. I think they're overall the stronger slaying team compared to Epsilon. A little bit of a clear-cut, more traditional type of hard point. Overall, series 3-1 Denial.
I'm going to go Denial game 1. I'm going to go Epsilon
There you
for
go.
the series. Well, a little bit different, so I want to see how the TR boys are going to be gelling. But as we said, Drift, Hardpoint to kick things off. Super excited to see both of these two teams going toe-to-toe. We dubbed it Game of the Day, and we did so for a reason. We expect this one to be an absolute nail-biter, a very, very close game. It's going to be intense. It really, really is. And honestly, we just should get the action underway. Over to Maven and Chance.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate the insight. Ready to kick it off. Game number 1. Chance, this is our first time ever being in a casting booth together, and I've never, ever been more excited.
Honestly, I'm pretty excited, too, as well. When I first met you, I was terrified to cast with you. I didn't know how it was going to go, but as I've grown to know you, I'm definitely looking forward to it. By the way, Aqua, he pulled out a sniper rifle on Hardpoint. He was able to get 2 picks with it, so interesting strategies coming out from Epsilon already. I was talking to you. He's able to get 4. He is letting it ride, by the way. So we were talking about Epsilon potentially bringing out weird strategies, using all sorts of different guns throughout this entire series, throughout this entire tournament.
That's the first thing you mentioned when we sat down, the fact we may see the IMR. We may see them using some stuff that's been, kind of banned behind closed doors, per se, between these teams. What do you expect to possibly see out of these guys?
Again, potentially, especially in S&D, again, until we see it, we can't say for sure it's going to happen, but there's a lot of talk on Twitter, a lot of talk between the pros that they are going to be pulling out all the guns that the pros have just grown to absolutely hate, and a lot of the fans as well. But we can see, again, interesting strategy. congrats. Aqua getting 4, but it didn't make a difference. Denial was able to get the first 14 points on the board nonetheless, but again, shaking things up for this final tournament.
Well, sticking with Temp for now, he is 6-3 right now, just a little over a minute in this one. Currently up 12 points, have a bit of control here. We'll see if Temp and crew can keep it going. You know, I looked at you before this, and I said, I'm feeling Epsilon 3-0. I love the way they played at Season 3, but you did not feel good about that just because, specifically, Hardpoint.
Yeah, absolutely no way in my mind that I think Epsilon is going to be able to take him down. Potentially on the DLC maps, just because it's new, whoever can figure out the game mode the fastest. But nonetheless, I think it's been way too long for that to happen. I think Denial is just going to be way too strong of a slaying team. Aqua still continuing to use that sniper rifle and still getting picks with it. Of course, he has been switching back and forth quite a bit. But nonetheless, it's definitely interesting to say the least because it's something we've never seen.
I'm going to go on with him through spawn to see if he's going to keep it going. Looks like he is going to have the ASM-1 in hands for now. 2 minutes into this, still a bit of control here. Coming out of the side of now, he is going to fly in, able to get 1. Another guy contesting, not able to pick that up. He is going to drop the classic, but Nagafin there to pick up the slack. Remy will be your man to get the hard point. He's starting off a little bit slow, 4-9, and that's not really a typical game we see out of him at hard point. As he is absolutely turns and burns on Slasher.
I was about to say, if he can win gunfights like that while getting the time for his team inside the hill, he's doing his job, and you can see Epsilon might be able to take the lead here. The players for Epsilon are actually picking up all the kills around as well. Denial struggling to get inside of this hill. They're all pushing in from Carousel. Of course, the kills are going back and forth. Temp able to get inside Classic, able to take down Aqua, and Aqua doing the smart thing. He pulls out the sniper rifle for those longer hills, pulls out the ASM-1 for the closer ones, and Epsilon on this hill was able to catch up and now take the lead.
All right, we'll see if they can maintain this lead. Starting to grow a bit. We got 15 seconds here till our incoming rotation. Who gonna come in? Not able to win that gunfight. That's gonna be Remy. How much damage have we seen him do in this hardpoint? I think he's picked up, what, 3 or 4 kills now, but they've all been crucial. It's all been in the hardpoint, trying to hold players flying in window or from that backside steps. 7 minutes left to go here. Nagafin gonna drop. Remy, still your man as it gets rotated.
Yep, again, doing his job exactly what he needs to do in the hill, and you can see his team is doing a decent job of slaying out around him, but Hugh is going to be able to pick up a 3-piece to break inside the hill, and he's going to get the 4th. Hugh single-handedly destroying the entire Epsilon squad, and that is why Denial is so scary in Hardpoint, especially just because any one player on this team, maybe not Classic as much, doesn't quite have that reputation, but still are capable of making those huge plays. But of course, Epsilon collectively able to strike right back and break the hill again.
Great stuff from Hook. Eventually, he will drop the Remy coming in. Got 2. Can he get the 3rd? There it is. Just like we saw from Hook on the other side. Now Remy able to come in with a big 3-piece and break. We'll see if he can stay alive. Tries to get out of dodge, but now it's a 3-piece from Classic that comes in. These guys just coming back and forth, attacking each other. No one able to hold this hard point for more than a couple of seconds.
Yeah, and it does look like the scrap time going to be going in favor of Denial, and that is going to bring this game within just about 2 or 3 points. But of course, the rotation coming in, Hugh able to win all the gunfights he had to get into over on this side. They're going to be in control early on, and of course, this is the hill where the avalanche comes down. If Denial can keep control of this, right when that 25-second mark comes up on this hill, they are going to be in very good shape to retain control for the entire time. But of course, Parasite able to pick up 2. Epsilon, again, collectively as a team, all pushing up through Snowside, able to break through. But Denial, with the slaying power that they have, get a clean 4 down in full control.
And you see, I mean, think about the difference you have right now in the role. I see you had Royalty on your team before. Fast sub, in your face, flying at you. You now have Aqua, who's been playing with a sniper in his hands half of this hard point. Like, the difference there between those two is just absolutely absurd. Let's see if they can make it work for them. Right now, they're going to be trailing by a bit.
Yeah, and it is going to be the last one alive in the hill is going to be Remy. Temp able to clean him up, so it looks like Denial going to be able to get more than likely the final 10 seconds on this hill. So after the first half, they are going to have a decent-sized lead. Now, this is Aqua with the sniper rifle again on these long-range hills, but this is what we saw Denial when they were playing Rise earlier on. It was about a 15-point game after the first set of rotations, and it finished by about 150-point differential. Denial really cranked up the pressure. Of course, Aqua is still doing so much damage. He's going to get another 2 in this hill. Of course, the first time around was able to pick up 4, and you can see why. Long-range engagements, no one has time for to get that bow kill, but of course, Slasher eventually able to hunt him down, getting closer to him. But nonetheless, Epsilon about to tie it up.
A lot of these hard points, you have very long lines of sight, and he's able to get several kills with the sniper. I mean, I'd be willing to say he has, what, 17 right now? Probably 12 out of those 17 have been with the sniper. At least it sure seems like it. Nagafin was on a 4 streak before he's going to fall. We're going to switch over to Temp on a 3 streak right now. He'll be your man in the hard point. He's going to fall. Classic on a 3 streak as well. They're starting to pull away a bit. Just about a 20-point lead, but we still got over 4 minutes to go here in game number 1 between Denial and Epsilon.
Of course, Epsilon, though, got those bottom spawns. You can see they are set up for that next hill, but nonetheless, that is so much scrap time that Denial is going to be able to pick up. And of course, that player actually jumped outside the hill and cost him a few seconds. But nonetheless, you can see Denial was jumping out to focus on those spawns as well. The gunfights are all going down in that bottom right-hand corner. And of course, Remy going to be doing damage inside the hill once again, is able to pick up 2. He gets a 3rd as well. Nagafen comes in support, so that is a clean forward down for Epsilon, able to win that rotation battle. And now you can see Denial going to be trying to strike right back.
And I mean, Denial did a really good job too. You talked about the bottom spawn coming in for Epsilon. They were able to break it very, very quickly, but that's advanced warfare for you. The game is so fast. They're able to break it very quickly. Excellent stuff from Epsilon, but they're still trailing by 15. Gonna watch Remy. I thought he had a bit of a flank for a second there, but Slasher's gonna call him out. They're able to pick up the player, top security as well. And now they got a couple guys set up in the hard point. Temp able to get the headshot on Parasite, trying to fly into security. And now they've got to check the back ramp. Here they come. Can Slasher win a couple key gunfights? A nade comes in. Parasite able to get Slasher, but also picks up a team kill. It doesn't matter as they're gonna get several down.
Yeah, without a doubt, they're going to be able to get those final 10 seconds of scrap time. And of course, again, the rotation coming in. This is what we saw Aqua earlier switch from the sniper rifle to the ASM-1. Not going to make a difference though. Huke wins that gunfight in the hill. So Denial with about a 14-point lead going into the next one. Going to have that early control. Temp's going to be there. His teammates all die around him, and he is going to get pinched out. Of course, Slasher's still going to be there, but he's going to have issues with that Ballon hand. But it looks like he picked up an ASM-1. You see in the kill feed, able to get that kill on Nagafen. So Slasher doing a huge job for his team to stay alive and allow them to get closer in support.
And the man we saw really go off for Epsilon, this is where we saw the lead change in the comeback, was Remy, that really got set up and able to get a bit of control. But now it's going to be Aqua actually set up inside. They've got several players. There's Remy. He's going to be in. He's on a 2 streak. Aqua on a 3 streak. Let's see if they can hold this. They've got 30 seconds. They're trailing by about 15, but that's a gunfight you want to win. Both players going to drop at the same time. Several kills coming in. Naga's going to be left. He's going to drop as well. Temp able to pick up a couple kills. Epsilon answering back, but it's been pretty much contested here for the last 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, without a doubt, and it does look like for the moment Denial is going to be in control. Epsilon, though, getting that top spawn are going to be very quick to try and get back in. Slasher able to win that first gunfight. He is going to get shut down shortly thereafter. Nonetheless, it is going to be Classic still milking that hill. It looks like Remy's going to clean him up, but only to get the final 3 seconds, and you can see that might be a little bit costly because those spawns for Denial got forced out to the next hill. Of course, Epsilon flooding in from the back, but Temp wins gunfights all the time. He's going to be able to win one. He is going to get taken down, but not before the trade comes in Denial in full control with a 30-point lead.
And Hook able to catch, no, not a second one. That's going to be a big win by Parasites. He's trying to come in the backside. We'll see if Nagafen trying to get stuns in, see if he can grab one. He'll be able to take out Slasher. They're coming in the front window as well, just trying to back him up, give his teammates time to give him a bit of support. Somehow he's still alive as the entire side of Denial is coming in. That's going to be a nade from Slasher that catches him. A couple down here for Epsilon. Remy going to fall as well with 75 seconds left to play here. I'd say a relatively comfortable lead right now for Denial.
Yeah, without a doubt. And of course, you look at that kill feed. The past 5 kills in a row have all been in their favor. Aqua going to be the next one for Epsilon, trying to do some damage. He's able to pick up one, but both Classic and Temp are going to be aiming right at him. He's not going to be able to survive a 44-point game now. Only 57 seconds left in this game. And look at Hugh already winning those gunfights. Yep. He's able to pick up
he
2.
Got Parasite was the first man rotating as well, which was huge. And he gets a second, so that's just gigantic there. And there comes a bottom spawn as well. So the man in the hard point, I got him highlighted. That is going to be Temp. That should seal the game.
Yeah, that's your game without a doubt. And what an interesting game as well, because when we look at Denial, normally Slasher is always putting up numbers. Every single time, very consistent. Doesn't get in the hill much, but he does his job to a T. But Aqua, with the sniper rifle, there was 3 hills throughout the entire game where Slasher just couldn't get anything to work from distance because players kept getting picked off. So again, the strategy's coming in, but in the end, Denial to slay heavy. And you can see Classic might even be a bit of a nice pickup, has a decent game, and is doing some OBJ work, but Temp and Hugh leading the charge. Hugh gets the 40 bomb, Temp has 12 kills.
As you know, we're breaking down the final seconds here. You saw Hook go, I think, an 8 streak just to close things out there. Just absolutely dismantled them. And again, you said it kind of came down to, I think it was a 30-second lead, but it really was, he was able to cut off that rotation to the final hard point. He picked up a couple kills, and he continued that all the way into a 7 or 8 streak. Impressive stuff from the young god Hook. Great game 1. But, you know, that's what you said. You expected Denial was going to be the team to take the hard point. What are your thoughts going into S&D? And I believe we're going to have Search and Destroy Detroit.
S&D, I have no idea what to think going in. Because again, if Epsilon pulls out the IMRs, pull out the HBRs, how often these teams like practice against that? You're like, yeah, your occasional game battle tournament, they pull them out. But they've been practicing the exact same thing in Search and Destroy for such a long time that if Epsilon can bring in like more experience in that, like sort of in their game, they can make it work for them, or they're going to get completely shut down and it's going to be a costly mistake, or they don't pull it out at all. But frankly,
it could be any result.
That's what I'm saying. We have no no idea what's going to happen until we actually see it. But we literally just watched Aqua snipe effectively in Hardpoint. Anything can happen right now.
That's the first time I've seen that. I mean, I know he goes neg 11, but he had a couple big kills just clearing people out of Hardpoint. It was fun to watch him try to get that rolling. But we are going to go to a quick commercial break, and game number 2 is going to be S&D Detroit. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.